Joining us this morning is Brian Lazar, the Deputy Director of the Colorado Avalanche Information Center. Good morning, Brian.
Morning, Callie.
So we have a big storm coming our way this weekend. What does this mean for avalanche danger?
Yeah, so in the big picture, it's welcome news to see a return of snowfall for both this season and, and as we head into the summer months. But for the immediate term, what this means is a slowly increasing avalanche hazard, which will ramp up and become more and more dangerous as we progress through the weekend. So initially, our main concern is going to be just avalanches in this building storm snow. So this is going to be wind drifted slabs near and above, tree line mostly, along ridge lines and in cross-loaded gullies. And as we start to pile up the snow, the avalanches are going to generally be small, but they're going to grow in size as the weekend progresses. And then we really start to get a pretty heavy punch of snow as we move from Friday into Saturday. And that could be enough of a new load to not only bring us concerns for the new snow, but we're also loading weak layers that have been buried deeper in the snowpack. Those have been a concern for us for most of the season, and they've been relatively quiet recently during this warm, dry spell. But by mid to end of the weekend, we could see enough of a load to wake up those deeper weak layers, and those are the things that produce these really big and harder to predict avalanches. So what we really want to encourage people to do is check the forecast every day, because it's fairly dynamic period. So you can expect avalanche danger to slowly ramp up. We could easily move from our current situation, which is moderate avalanche danger or level 2 of 5, into level 3 avalanche danger as we get nearer the weekend. And if we meet or exceed the high end of these snowfall forecasts, we could see things like special avalanche advisories or even watches and warnings before the weekend is out.
Looking past this storm, things are supposed to wrap up Sunday night into Monday. What should people be aware of after the storm moves out of Colorado?
Yeah, so after the storm moves and the sun returns, things can seem fairly benign. But whenever we essentially change the snowpack fairly rapidly, it needs time to adjust. And so coming out of this weekend will likely not be any different. So it's essentially a cautious approach as we head into the beginning of next work week. See how this snowpack adjusts to and deals with the loading event that's going to happen over the weekend. And the avalanche danger will be on a slow downward trend, but we likely won't be back into kind of moderate avalanche conditions until sometime towards the middle of the week.
Well, thank you so much, Brian. Great information as always.
Yeah, thanks for having me.